what you feel. I'm on a good one, I'm hoping this is the good one. I'm gonna find out one way or another. I found me a good man just like my mother, and I will live for the thrill, go where I want, do what I feel. Trailblazer, 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 trailblazer. I called you once, I was living out on Beacon Hill, but you won't come to me now, will you? Will you? A child born in Massachusetts, the branches snap like brittle bones, the tide comes in, the ferry and the barge is running, and who can say where the wind blows? I don't even know what I'm gonna do with you. Take a pickaxe to the middle of my temple. Don't remember. That was way back in September. I just lost it when you told me that it's over, but I was sober. Take it back. I mean, don't make it come to that. I could break it, baby, but don't wanna break your back. Every day I play it over in my mind, and I feel inclined to extirpate you from my life. Every day I see you when I close my eyes. Even when I try, you extirpate me from my life. But I can't complain, it's all the same, all the same. I could have been a man if you gave me the chance, but I did it all wrong, baby, like I always have. How was I to know it wasn't you? Guess it's something I knew all along. And it could have been me, but you took it too far. And now it's so hard, and now I got a song about you, about you. And you extirpate me from my life. Every time I try, you're always on my mind, and I can't complain. It's all the same, all the extirpate me from my life. Every time I try, you're always on my mind, and I can't complain. It's all the same, all the same. wanna scream.
When the truth gets old, all of my friends, how will it be when it's all over? I can't see it, but I know it. This is how it ends. Tell me, what's the price of a second chance? I hope we make it through the worst of times. I see the damage that the future's done. It's already happened. See it, but I know it. I know it. This is how it ends. 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 All of my friends. This is how it ends. 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 across the other side. Traffic moves in waves under pale overpasses. I keep turning slightly, like you might say something. Disappears in static. A sentence forms briefly before the road swallows it. Some exits pass unnoticed, others stay too long. Every mile feels suspended between memory and motion. Red lights gather in. The night presses inward. Empty passenger seat, still carrying your outline. I drive through the silence like it might answer back. Windows trembling softly, city fading behind me. Your absence sits heavier than anything you said. Empty passenger seat, still facing toward me. The road keeps unfolding, but nothing really moves. Hey, yeah. Headlights thinning out, no voice beside me.